All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to I can't speak. I can't speak because it's the last day of June, which means it's the last day of Pride Month. So one last time, happy Pride to everyone. And keep being prideful during the year. Even if it's not officially our month, you can always show your colors. Always good to have that visibility and be proud of who you are, even if other people in the world will look down on you for it. Um, so yeah, that's where we are right now. July is going to be upon us tomorrow. Tomorrow is also the USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina match, so I will not be streaming tomorrow, which is why today I'm going to be streaming an extra hour. And we're going to try to hit 2 games today. First off, we're going to start with Plucky Squire. You can probably hear it in the background now, although you're going to not hear it here in a moment. As I click away, because that's how this game works. Let's see if we can find. Is OBS going to work with us? Probably. Maybe. Maybe. Uh, it says it recognizes Storybook, the window. It is not actually capturing it, because of course it's not. Alright. Oh, OBS, you tried. You tried. Oh, actually, hang on. It would help if I actually turned the view on. Heh, there we go. Although it's not showing up the entire screen. Why, OBS, are you being weird like that? There we go. There we go. That should work. So yes, we're going to start off with Plucky Squire tonight. If you remember last time we played last week, we beat the big bad guy, end of chapter 9, but the achievement that tracks how many chapters you go through says there should be 10 chapters. So, I presume there's post-game to be had, and we know there's other achievements to do, so I'm going to have some fun. Actually, this might be one of the days where it was a good idea to actually try to get the screen capture from my laptop as opposed to the window capture for the game. Because, again, we're going to go achievement hunting. See how many extra achievements we can get in an hour or two here. Just because that's always fun. And then after that, I got the demo for a game called Kick, which looks like it's just a side-scroller soccer game, which I think is very appropriate because, again, as I mentioned, we're in the middle of the World Cup. Tomorrow is a big US game. So I thought it'd be fun to do some soccer on stream. So we'll see what that's like once we're done with Plucky Squire here. But with that said, let's get started and see what we can do here. Chapter 10, a great inspiration. Yes, there is more to do. I'm just now realizing there's a storybook with pages turning in the corner under where my little PNGTuber actually would be. We met you already. You're the time traveler. Plucky Squire himself. I'll finally meet you. Remove chat. So I think it's only polite to showing my face. Yes. Prehistory. To mention your time traveler. So we talked with this guy already. I'm watching this. So that's why I'm kind of speeding through the dialogue here. I was to have a great inspiration. So I thought this was the end because we hit the credits somewhere in the time stream. So I thought again that was the end. But we might have more to do here now. Came to find you and wants to talk to us. Fill up a vacant stare. People are saying yes again. Suppose so. We rocked. Go us. We're gonna have, yep, that little thing. Awesome. Look at the fireworks, rocking party. You want to ask? You're gonna be writing this whole adventure in a new book. You have to. It's a little knowledge story. But say someone would freak out. What's the title gonna be? Every warrior asks. So I'm watching Minibeard gets on fireworks. Alright, so let's going back to the fun. Awesome. sure. Plucky Squire and the Warriors of Mojo. And we see this next Time Tim book that Sam is writing. And fireworks. Alright, so did I just get us to the credits again? Okay, there's Plucky Squire. Yeah. Alright. And now just the credits. Alright, can I speed through this at all? I'm clicking everything I can, but it's not letting me do much. Alright, so how do I trigger? Maybe instead of saying continue, I have to go and chapter select something? Maybe you only win chapter 10 when you get the other achievements? Because there's certainly stuff I didn't do in the main story. But that's just so weird. Why would they start you right there? Oh, okay. It's time to begin an adventure. Watch the credits there. So, play game. Save file. Load game. Restart chapter. Chapter replay. Art gallery. Continue save game. Load. Wait, why is that different? Continue game versus load game. If I say load game. Oh, those are the... Oh, so that was Chapter 10. Why don't I have the Chapter 10 achievement? Alright, hang on a minute, y'all. I am going to look at my Steam. Oh, that's OBS. That's not Steam. Here's Steam. If I go in and look at recently played Plucky Squire achievements... We did complete the story mode. Oh, so it did actually give me Chapter 10. Alright, so I didn't need to do that. Alright, so that means it's now time to go back and try to see if we can find all the art, rescue all the glitch birds. There's also adventure mode. So that might be one. There's the fish grab that we can try to get. Retrieve the scroll from the top of the star projector. What is that one? Complete the game in challenge mode. We're not going to worry about challenge mode right now. Complete everything that... Okay, everything's a lot in challenge mode, which I'm not interested in right now. What else can we do? Yes, there's the adventure mode. There's a few hidden achievements. Like, obviously, if you go to the Steam page... You know, and you can check the global achievement stuff. There's Bust Buster, which I think was something that I almost could have done last time we streamed, which was basically turning a statue into something that we can break. There's Cheese Mushrooms, there's Huge Bridge, there's Cheese Pillar. So those are 4 hidden achievements. Bust Buster, Cheese Mushrooms, Huge Bridge, and Cheese Pillar. Huge Bridge, I think, is actually quite early in the story. Let's not worry about that right now. We're going to see what adventure mode, or we can... So there's choose a chapter you wish to replay or restart a chapter. Current chapter... Oh, no, not current chapter. You can chapter replay. If I just remember which thing everything was. Like the fish grab and the cheese stuff. The bridge, I want to say, was one of these first 2 things, where we were first learning some of the mechanics. And obviously the whatever Buster, the Statue Buster, I'm pretty sure would have been here in Chapter 9. But we're going to start at the beginning. I want to go back. Progress... Replay progress is not saved. Your save file will not be affected. Sure. So the save file is not affected, but you can still do what you want, which is nice.
Chapter 1.
This hopefully...
beeswax.
Because the save file is different from the game info, so this is surely something we can... Hang on a minute. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was there. It's really boring. Now let's try exploring, can we? Like investigating music. Nope. Alright.
This was a house of the good wizard Moonbeard, Jod's close friend and mentor. Ah, Jod, my lad.
You know, with all of these cutscenes and stuff, it might be really slow going trying to get some of these achievements. I should maybe do a little bit more research on how to get some of these, because I did not do that before we started.
Wax. I need more wax, lad. To press more records, you know.
Actually, you know what? And I know that we're not going to reach what I want in this chapter. I'm now just automatically realizing that. Because the bridge will be... Because the beeswax one is entirely before anything goes wrong. The bridge is going to be one of these two. We're going to go Tome Tower to start with. Because I think the first chapter just ended with, like, the punch fight with the badger. And it was not in any sort of castle-y thing.
Tome Tower.
So we need to make a bridge get huge.
Our heroes hung on to the cliff's edge by their fingernails, when suddenly they were grabbed.
So let's do this. Now, where was the cheese? That's the biggest thing I don't know off the top of my head.
By whom? By Thrash.
Now, I wonder if replaying the chapters, we actually have some of the abilities that we gained elsewhere.
And Jod and Violet's childhood friend.
Like, if we are able to manipulate the book with, like, the stop stamp and the bomb stamp,
Very happy to be
right now, that will potentially open things up for us that weren't there before. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I don't think we're at the point where we have meta magic yet anyway. It might be closer to the end. And we will be on the lookout for, like, glitch birds and things like that. Ooh, I almost died there. I don't even need to worry about that. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Quick and easy. Alright, let's get the Tome Tower. Lots of boulders. Vanish. Oh! The instant we get some meta magic and can hop out of the... Oh, I forgot this little boar guy, or bull guy. I don't think bulls are that picky, yeah. I can throw. Do I have... Oh, I do have that. Okay, awesome. Alright, so, oh, Moonbeard, Minibeard. We don't need to, I don't need the help. It's full of answers, that's fine. Oh, I have to actually kill the mice before we can get that thing down. Or not? How'd we get in? Oh, that's how we get in. It's good to explore the entire page. E to jump. Got him. Easy enough. Oh, that's fine. On we go. Alright, so yes, here was where we first start learning about... Oh, this was a frustrating one, if I remember. Because now we have to move what's it around. There's a box. Yeah, this thing. Get those out of the way. Those out of the way. I think here. Oh, whoa. Rude. That's... At least now that I know how to solve this one, it's easier. Awesome. Biscuits. I like the little top hat. But yes, I would love to get the meta magic and see if we can manipulate the book in new ways. Alright, we're getting close. Also, it would be nice to find the little shopping cart people. Because that might get us some of those art pieces that we're missing. Tomb Tower. Hang on, I see a sparkle. I see sparkles. Strange electricity in the air. Oh, it's the bugs. Why did that not do anything for us? What was the sparkle there for, if not an item? Alright, we've got enemies. Booming boats. Oh. Rude. Very rude. See, look, there's sparkle. Maybe that's evidence of an item that I picked up in my previous run. I'm not being very particular here. Maybe I should be. Okay, we're going underground here. There's the bookworm. Alright. Plucky glow will light the way. Did we get all the way up here earlier? Oops. Got through though. Am I hurt at the moment? Yes, I was. All the books are out. Where was that castle ground where we had that bridge? Was that chapter 3? I'm thinking it might have been chapter 3. Ooh. Okay, we're getting more fun stuff. Alright, so we've got stacked here, big blocks of books. Key. Unfortunately, we cannot dash while we're carrying an item, so that's always frustrating a bit. Alright, first things first. If we stack the pages, so there's only 2 words we can work with right now. So we can't do any major shenanigans. Oh, we can move it though. Hang on. Actually, looks like we need to move it. Oops. Hey, hey, grab it, grab it, grab it. There we go. Easy enough. Okay. Tone Tower. Oh, and so now we know who this guy is. I'll kick off Storm Station and make no mistake. Huh? Hey, Tim! Get back here! Alright, so... yeah, this is definitely not the chapter I needed to play.
Jot made his way up the
Because I'm going to get kicked out of the book right now. We'll zip through your book. Very interesting.
And so, the Plucky Squire once again defeated the wretched wizard Humdrum.
Stinking time! Yes. That's a face. There was to be ejection. Bye-bye! Now we close the book. I don't have gloves at the moment. Supposedly not, yeah. So let me just go over. We should find our friends. Yeah, alright, let's. This is not the chapter we want to play. Where is. So that's gotta be Moonbeard. So I had my sword skills, but I didn't have my special items, so that's frustrating.
Chapter 3, Moonbeard.
Probably in this chapter, but let's move forward then. The music. No questions. Oh, come on. Let's try to. Because the cheese achievements, I think, were rather mid-game. Mid-late game, somewhere around there. So I'm not entirely sure. You should press and hold it. Alright. Hydrated. Your patron neighbors give me something to drink. A and D to turn pages. A is not doing much. D gets us over here. And we can't go... Okay. Any further than that, we just have to play through the tutorial. Alright, let's see here. Lost tickets. Let's point of order. Alright, so item searching. I don't want to go item searching. I don't want to be out on the desk. I want to be in the book, because that's where most of these achievements land. Turn to the next page. Now we can turn to here. Actually, can I go any further? I cannot. Oh, no, you have it. I'm here. It is nice how the subtitle of the completed book adds, like, the Warriors of Awesome or whatever it was. Just reappears. No, squidgy face. Runetooth headset conference call. Yep. I do like how the sword looks like one of those old school pen tips, because he is a writer.
And so our heroes set off to Artia City to visit the good Queen Chroma.
Oh, alright. So yeah, that indeed was not the chapter I needed. Let's... Where do I need to go to get... So that might have been Treacherous Trail. I think the cheese might be somewhere in Very Metal. It's not in the beach. I do think that the statue is here. So we need to go through the Darkest Days part of the story. See if we can find that. And so here's the thing, as we're going through all this, I'm not encountering the extra glitch birds or any of the extra art pieces. Like the girl who sells the art pieces, or any other updates you can get, we haven't seen her anywhere. There's a lot of cutscenes in this chapter. I wish there was an easy way to skip through these. Oh, that's not it.
The loyal ones would be treated with great grace and fairness, and taxed at the very reasonable rate of 96%. The disloyal ones, well, they would be put in their place. And that was a place which was many miles underground, and was known as
You know, that's a lot of prison cells. Who else is down here aside from, like, the 3 or 4 of us?
Such disloyal subject was the wretched Squire Jot, who found himself now imprisoned in a cell in the depths of deep doom, which was exactly where he belonged.
I wonder what else we can... If I do this, do I lock myself in? There's no achievement that'll go for this. It doesn't even accept it. But putting different words in different spots, it's always going to be an opening for shenanigans.
The traitor Jot peered into the terrifying darkness of the vent, inside which awaited a frightening and ultimately lonely death. The energy looked warm and enticing.
The energy beam goes across the entire gap, which is interesting dungeon design. Alright, let's see here.
two wretched fugitives. Not a great development.
We have to just find the spot where the statue was, and I'm sure it was somewhere in here. Guess I could always just go back and check my previous video if I really wanted to. But this was a fun little minigame, and I didn't immediately solve the latter portions of this minigame. So we'll do our best to actually get through without error this time.
A plan quite obviously doomed to hilarious failure.
And I remember going through some of this that you can jump onto a square immediately after someone vacates it. And the thing is, they take a turn to make a turn. We don't. We can just move. Oh, this is frustratingly long. It actually stops me for a moment. Okay. Easy enough.
The horrid little mouse has made it past the troops. And open the vent to let his equally horrid associate through. This turn of events was not very pleasing. Oh dear, a complete and utter dead end.
Humcump does not know what dead end means. I still can't do mine. Oh, it's wand. Alright. And a button. Which is interesting because that's an enemy door as opposed to just like a whatever. Not very pleasing, they dare say. Indeed. But I need to go and find where that darn statue was. Which I'm wondering if it might actually be in the next chapter. Also, welcome in, Mar. Good to see you. We're trying to find different achievements today. Always glad to have you pop in. Yes, achievement hunting. Should be fun, assuming we can get there. The problem is this game, since it is a storybook, it's very linear. You can pick what chapter you want to play, but otherwise, you kind of just have to go through it. Yours got the wand, can do the magic. We're gonna go through another rhythm game section with the mouse here. Not quite yet. There were three. So the narrators. Talos principle, the extra achievements. Yeah. Ugh. That one's rough. And of course with this one, if I don't pick the right chapter, then I just kind of whip, which I actually did on stream earlier. I went through like all of chapter 2 and chapter 3. I was like, nope, those weren't where I need to be. But the good thing is that since I've already played things, yeah, see, all those activate like instantly, which is nice. Oh, whoops. That was my bad. That was very much my bad. I did not mess up when I did this on the first playthrough. Oh well. Gotta wait for the third one to get past. Distractions are always fun, though. When they're in chat. Especially... when you've already, beaten the game. Oh! Went too far. Alright, buddy, move over. Thank you. He's going the wrong direction every time. Right. 2, 3. There we go, got him. Now, there's one more of those little mini games in this chapter. It is. I do like my rhythm games. There was a good couple weeks or months last year where I tried out a number of different rhythm games. I need to go back to some of them because I really liked like Rift of the Necrodancer. I'd never really got great at Crypt of the Necrodancer, but Rift of the Necrodancer is great. At least I liked it.
If one ran fast enough, one could definitely slip through the gaps of the whizzing belt.
Alright. Helpful things tend to appear when you need them. Now, over here. Yep. There we go. Oh, now I have to get all of these items, don't I? You know what? I'm gonna see if it's in the other chapter. Because I think, again, I know there's at least one more of that mini game in there, and that's not what I'm looking for. If I just start Great Inspiration. So actually, Rift of the Necrodancer is definitely in that sort of Guitar Hero area. Okay, we already did this. Alright, so I did have to go all through Chapter 9. I'm not going to do that for that one achievement. But yeah, Rift of the Necrodancer is kind of, again, your monsters are coming at you on that board like Guitar Hero or such. I've also done Crystallium, which was a little bit tougher for me. I think that was mostly controls. I did get Hi-Fi Rush in the most recent Steam sale, so I might try that on stream at some point soon. Alright, before I do any more achievement stuff here, I'm actually going to see if I can look up what chapters I need to be in to get this stuff. Yes, I've heard great things about Hi-Fi Rush, so I'm very excited to try it at some point. And I've been totally ignoring all the Pokemon in chat today. That's fine. We can just try Adventure Mode, because that is its own achievement. I don't know if that means doing the whole game. If so, that would not be great. The Cheese Mushrooms, Cheese Pillar, and Huge Bridge. Needed to try that. Let me see. Let me if I go look up Plucky Squire Achievement Guide. I just need to know what chapters it's in, because I know I've encountered all of these before. Missables. So there's, yeah, the glitch birds. Oh! So the merchant that sells scrolls glitches in chapter select. Okay, so I might not. So I can't get the art collector thing unless I do a straight playthrough. That's actually kind of frustrating. So let's see, what else? We go to interactive achievements. So Huge Frog we got, the Jump Off the Dash we got. Okay, chapter 4 is where the fish grab is, and the huge bridge. Okay. Then chapter 6 has the cheese mushrooms, as well as the cheese pillar. And yeah, chapter 9 was where the statue was. It's kind of what I thought. So we can either do adventure mode, or we can go over to chapter 4. We're going to go to chapter 4, because I'm scared adventure mode will force us to do the whole thing over. Oh, and I wasn't looking at Twitch chat. What were you questioning the O for? Because I missed when you put that in. Alright. Let's go back in. Chapter 4. Maybe actually just... Oh, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what adventure mode is, but if it's the entire story, then that'd be a bit much. Probably.
On the way to Arctic, our heroes took a shortcut through the aquatic land known as the Sonnet Swamps.
Sonnets. Rivets. Alright, so there's a fish minigame, which was very difficult from what I remember. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch it on the first go, but we can at least do the huge bridge. And bad reception. Can't get any of those words. Got them. What do we got here? Big gnarly. It's a seed pod, basically. Green lightnings, and then feed the bugs, punky bugs. Oh, that's right. There's a archery mini game in this chapter as well. We do need to get over common ground. Okay, we've got meta magic to worry about here. Gremlins on the loose. Gremlins on the loose. Ooh, ow. Don't do that to me. I'm now hurting. Hearts, please. Hearts, please. No hearts. Okay, so... Meta magic it is. Alright, calm down, Violet. You vanished, yep. Alright, come over here. Ow, hey, wait, I need to move. Get the key. Oh, not get the key just yet. There we go. There's one more. Several more. But wait, there's more! Yep. I'm surprised they couldn't see me on the other half of the page when I popped in. It wasn't like I was that far away. Oh, this thing. Alright. Okay, this isn't the awful cave, which is good to see. I heard it cry. Yeah. There we go. Finally made the jump. Hi, Ryu! Good to see you. How's it going? Okay, here we are. This is where we can get the big bridge. I need to get the word huge out. Oh, I got hurt there. That's alright. Let's get our pile of words in the middle here. Pretty good. That's good to hear. Summer going well, I hope? Rusty Gate was closed. Not gonna get there just yet. So we've got huge floor. I need to find where the bridge is. Can I go under this? Yes, I can. Hang on a minute. There's an extra word. Oh, it's the third word that I've left there, but it's clipped through the bridge, which is kind of funny. It's clipped through the bridge. Alright, so we do need to go out and about. So we've got huge, full, and I need another word. Closed. The ruins were just... Yeah, none of those words really help us right now. So let's get out and about. This tiny is great. Let's see. Us getting over here doesn't do much good. Ah. So we don't want drained of water, we want full of water. Can we drain the bug? Oh, the poor thing. We do want full of water now. Full of water. Now it gets that. So now I don't think we want... Let's re-drain. Now it's a full bug, which is different from a huge bug, apparently. Now, unfortunately, I'm not seeing a way to modify the bridge at the moment. Got peered into the open grate. So here we can now open the whatever. So we can make the gate closed, we can make the gate huge, we can make the gate full, we can make the gate drained, which is not what we need. Rusty gate was open. How do we get a huge bridge? Is that in a different section? Tiny bug. Goodbye, tiny insect dude. Alright, hang on a minute here. I'm gonna go check. Before we leave this page... Huge frog we already got, yes. Perfect fish grab is coming up and huge bridge is later. Okay. Okay, so they're coming up. If you miss on your first attempt, quit the game and get back to find us at the start of the room on the bridge. Okay. That's going to be frustrating to try, but we'll do our best. Huge frog observed the tiny bug. I actually tried that, because I have the huge frog achievement already. What's wrong here? Resume. Why is it not letting me resume? There, now it's letting me resume. But yes. Oh no, actually, I take that back. I did the huge frog earlier. I don't know what happens if you get full in. Does a full frog... Okay. That does do something different. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. So is it the next one where we meet our fish friend? I don't think so. No, yes it is, because I think this little... No, not there. Okay. There's no real reason to attack these little goblins over here, but why not? Now here's the thing. Again, what I think I tried last time was to see if we could... I can take words over, but that jump thing means I can't go back to immediately make this a huge lily pad. We do need to make it a huge lily pad. Oh, yes, we do go back. To here. Because I could make it a full lily pad, an open lily pad, a drained lily pad, or in this case, a huge lily pad. Which I don't even need to leave the book for now. And we do kind of want to keep this word huge in our back pocket. That's how we get the huge bridge later. Bonk. Thank you, Lilypad. There's the fish. Alright, we need to grab this fish on our first try, apparently. Alright, mini game time.
Job cleared is mine. Now he was ready to grab the fish.
And if we miss this, I'll end up having to close the game. Nope, and we missed. Fish are slippery. There we go. You know, I probably just should wait for like the second or third jump, because that first jump was really high, the second and third jumps were lower each time. So I'll have to remember that next time I want to try for that achievement. But we can still get the huge bridge. Thank you so much, noble traveler. Floatio, and I'm a fish. Out of the waters. Yeah, that green lightning is unfortunate. Alright, so I will try to do that again at some point. But not right now, because we have a bridge to build, or hugify.
The sounds of the daytime chorus began to fade, and the light began to dwindle.
Oh, that's right, we're getting a day versus... Oh, I remember this room! No! Alright. The question is... I need... Do I need the word broken, or do I need the word night to get to the other area? So solid... I'm gonna need to use the word broken, I think. Because we're gonna swap broken and solid. Oh, I don't even need the word here. Okay, hang on. What else am I missing? Wait, can I just drop the word on there? I forgot. Is the word even heavy enough to make the... It is not. Alright, so what can and can't we? So that, oh, that's right. So we need to move this guy up to here to get the word solid, but I need to get past whatever, because I do need, okay. So this is a point where I'm not even supposed to be thinking too much in this page. I need to go back and get the word daytime from the previous page. Felt emotionally, not physically. So true. So true. Thank you. And the frogs move out of the way. So that means we can fight the bugs. Access to a bunch of new areas. That one's still closed, though, actually, now that I look at it. Oh, because it depends on this. So we can get the word solid. That tree is glowing. Okay, it's not working, though. That might be one of the art things that does not regenerate when you do playthroughs like this. Or when you revisit chapters like this, I should say. Because now, I need to get the word solid over to the other area. Which is fine. We just drop it here. Swap this. This took me so long to solve last time, because this frog... Oh wait, we need the huge bridge. We need the huge bridge. I need to go back and get the word huge. That's right. So this is where we need it. There we go, yes. And the meta magic is still there, which is good to see. Because as much as this game likes to play with the idea that you can just mess with things, it does limit your freedom. It does limit your freedom. Yay, we got that achievement now. Alright, so we need to now swap day and night again. Oh, no, not you. Yes, you. Hop back over, and we're good. Actually, since we got that achievement, I think I'm done with Chapter 4, aside from the fish grab. Which, again, I'll have to quit out and do at a later point. Oh, this is where I had the trouble earlier, wasn't it? Oh, that's right. It was annoying because you had to move other things around. Stop people. Going where you didn't want them to. Because you have to go back and forth so much here. Now you can move this a little bit further. Swap them again. No, that's not in the way. You can't move in your way now, which means you can push. And do the same thing for one of these other frogs. I think... Yeah, you want this guy to be out of your way. There, you can't move now. This... I feel like there's a more efficient way to have done that, but... You know, this works. Alright, we've now officially completed that page. And I'm going to go up to chapter 6 to see if we can play with the cheese. Play with the cheese. Very metal. So we have to move forward until we find the word cheese, which I think is like 2/3 through this chapter, unfortunately. But then we'll have 2 opportunities to use it. So maybe it's earlier than that. I don't know.
Chapter 6. Very metal. Our heroes reflected upon this rather explosive development and decided that Jot and Thrash should investigate at once.
Frog Mountain.
After a bracing trek across the wilds of Mojo, Jot and Thrash arrived at Frog Mountain. They proceeded to scale its slopes, ascending to the top to get to the bottom of all this bother.
Bother. Ooh, there's a Bagon in chat. I have so many Bagons though already. I don't need another Bagon.
After a good time, they arrived at a lofty plateau.
I did miss the Lily though. I don't have any Lilies. I should have gotten that one. Rock Bunny. Modeled after Queen, I think? Oh no, that's a lightning bolt. That's like AC/DC, right? I don't know my rock bands. So sue me. Back with Moonbeard. And you don't even have to launch in that direction. I can pick the direction to launch. It just leaves me out of the book. Let's see here. Sorry, little ram guys. I have to defeat all of these. Do 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 do. That one was easy enough. Let's grab you, launch. Back and go. Oh, well, that was a new noise. More. Oh, that was my bad. There's a little friend dancing around. Got those. Yeah, we haven't seen any of the little, like, shopping cart ladies this whole time. Which is unfortunate. Oh no! Here's the chieftain. Krong! Thrash. Now we need to learn Thrash's minigame, if I recall. You can do it! And he dies. Rock on, dude. Rest in glory. I believe is not here, but it's the next one. Oh, yep, there's stuff on the next page, or previous page. Oh, wait, no, there she is! Hi! Yeah, we got an art scroll! Heck yes! So we can keep finding her. And this is only 35 out of 50, so we are way late on this. That's not the one you just previewed. There it is. Okay, this is the original Thrash, which I'm glad they changed him away from human. Nothing left to buy. Alright. Thank y'all. Now I need to get the proper item to get into here. The pass. I gotta get a pass. Yeah. You got a pass? Cave. Yeah. You gonna give us a yes? That's what we needed. Yes, we can't turn the book the other direction. You can never turn the book forward. You can't turn it backwards. Which is an interesting choice. Oh, that's right, this area. Anyone else? Yeah, that's what I thought. I hear one. It's not over there. You're over here, aren't you? Yes. This area. I had trouble with this. Because having to manipulate the pages in a specific way. You just find things what you found. Have fun. I mean, we'll try. Yes, now what we do is manipulate the book, and this is where we use Z and X instead. So it starts straightforward enough. Need a key. I'm sure this is probably... Oh, that's not it. Chest locked, red switch open. Yeah, bunnies. That was too close. Alright, so the key's over there, which means that block needs to come over. Activate, buddy. Thank you. And I can hear my work laptop being very annoying right now. I don't know why. Gotta get the key, move it over here, then we get the block, move it over. Hang on a moment. Why is my work laptop making noises at me? Oh, that's why. I lost connection to server, apparently. Why does that happen in the middle of end hours? We'll see. This is not going to be what we need. We can move everything over a bit more. Because it wants to stop here and here. So getting it to stop here is the problem. Hang on. No, okay, let's... I'm forgetting what the proper solution to this was last time. There it moves there. If I tilt the book this way, it just goes around like that. Because we need to make it stop somehow by adding a new barrier into the cart area. And I totally forget how that works. If I put that... Oh, okay, that's right, I remember now. We need to use the other little bridge. And by other little bridge, we're talking about this. Because this now stops the cart from going all willy-nilly. Does nothing. This does this. Now, we do this. It goes about halfway around. Yeah. There's our pass. Please. Now, can we get to the cheese? Can we get to the cheese, Gromit? We just want some cheese. I don't know why I made that pull, but... oh well. Turn the page, turn the page. Thank you. Oh, I did it again. You use Q to get out of that menu, not escape. Alright. Alright, let's get the gate open. We can actually get some hearts. There we go. Pass. Click! You may ascend. Targ speed. Frog speed. Sorry, there's another R in there. Doop.
Our huge drive is shield to face. Ascending to even greater heights.
Alright. Oh yeah, this is the first this is where this game gets a little rhythm heaven fever-y. We get to play as Thrash.
You've got that strong spirit in you. Said Rob.
Said Crop.
Thrash. Accepted the challenge.
I forget if it was E, mouse, or spacebar. Okay, we can do the mouse, which is nice. Very much rhythm heaven fever. Once more, there's a watch roll in chat. I have caught watch roll before. I don't need a watch roll. There we go. Better be there, young one. I am dead, though. Just send to mellow one out a bit. Parental limit on my cloud just ran out. Gotta go! Please let me get the cheese now. Can I get the cheese? Nope, this is not the cheese. Screw received. Screw transportation commence. Alright. I don't want to do an out-of-book section, but if I have to do it to get to the cheese, I will. Metal parts in our land from the outside realm. Yep, he took apart Machines Mayhem. On the DS. He's taken all of the machines. Now this set of vines is something that we have. We will be able to get a potion to kind of explode. Oh, here we are. Yes, I think this is where we get cheese. Right here, there's going to be the heebie-jeebies. We're at some dark hole. Alright, let me see. I need to remind myself what the names of these achievements even are. So cheese pillar. And cheese mushrooms. So cheese mushrooms comes first, so we'll see when that comes up. Hopefully soon. I don't want to quit. Here is a big wooden block. But I can't jump in front of that rat at the moment. So anything over here I can do. Not at the moment. Hello, rat. Okay, we need a key for something. If I recall correctly, doing this. Yeah. Don't get in front of the rat. Alright, so we've got spikes. Yes, we now want a metal box. Because now the metal box is heavy enough that we can break that already cracked wall. So we get it out of the way. Exit, exit. So there's glowing mushrooms. We will make the block glow. I see cheese. I see cheese. More spikes, huh? Charge or Thrash. Thrash just keeps running. Oh. Cheese crumbs dotted the ground. Alright, so first off, we make some cheese mushrooms. Yes! Okay. And I know that cheese is not... what was the other cheese thing I needed to do? I forget what the other cheese thing was. Cheese pillar, that's right. So somewhere later in the book, we get a pillar, and that is a chat we are... Boop. Okay. Well, let's now get the cheese block over where the rat will see it and want it, and then not attack us. Brilliant job. Cheese saves the day. You can be on your way now. Alright. So I think there's... I don't know how long it'll take for us to get to the pillar. Snakes! And he's scared of snakes. Buddy, you've got another one there now. Ooh, they dash. That's annoying. Buddy. Got you. Nervous around snakes. Self-improvement goals. That's fine, buddy. Alright. Good job, little dude. Now we're gonna meet someone here. So if you're some of the mountain troll enemy. Okay, yes, we do have to leave the book here. Backup requested! Easy. I do need to heal a bit. So this is where we go out and get the stop stamp. And then stop this whirring thing. Yes. Violet's working on potions. So now it's gonna prompt. Yeah, we need to go all the way up. This time we're just going to follow and ignore the enemies as much as we can so that we can just try to get on up. Okay, not that way. Not that way, apparently. So I took the edge of the desk, yes. I don't want to fight y'all. But we needed to. Because that unlocks our new friend. Because this level is fun. This level does let us, like, jetpack around. I'm living here looking for Dad's fragments. Alright, so now we've got 3 fragments to find. Pieces of my dad have been scattered. There are 3 fragments. Left side of the galaxy, the right, one in the center. So we're just gonna go up to the left side of the galaxy. No, I don't want to mess with y'all. Not right now. Can't get all the way up there just yet. Side quest! Not that we want to get on a side quest. Now we are high enough up. I think. What? Oh no! The UE4 storybook game has crashed. Fatal error? You gotta be kidding me. I crashed the game! How did I crash the game? What the heck? No, and then I have to go through that entire chapter again if I want to go to the cheese pillar. Oh no. How did I crash the game? I'm glad I got this on stream because I want to show it to people. I will clip it and maybe someone can explain it. We are not going to attempt that chapter just to get that achievement. What I will do, I will say, because I want to take the next 15 minutes or so, I'll be at the 2-hour mark at that point. I'm going to take the next 15 minutes just to see what adventure mode is like. Yeah, game couldn't handle it, apparently. I saw something behind the tree, which is why I went up there, and then it just crashed. Maybe the thing I saw behind the tree was a glitch on its own, and that just shouldn't have engaged with it. Alright, so we are going to see what adventure mode is like, if this would give us... Okay, so it is just... I would have to complete it. Standard streamlined, so you can do streamlined. But I don't want to get into an entire new game at the moment. So we won't. We will leave it there. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay. So, in that case, this is now the perfect time to go... Oh, I could also have gone back to try the fish grab. Because anytime you exit the game and enter it, that resets.